Hi, I'm Nicholas Woolwork, CEO of Red Brick and internationally acclaimed author of Investing in International Real Estate for Dummies. Available on Amazon now. Just Google Nicholas Woolwork, you'll find me on there to download a book with loads of free educational, well, 15 quid's worth of educational material, more than you'll get on 5 grand's worth of courses. Anyway, what I'd like to tell you today, what I'd like to show you today is our free house. Now, this was technically free, not free house that we bought with our 14,500 square foot care home that you see behind you over there. Check out the video, subscribe, hit the bell icon, you'll see all the updates on the care home update, care home to residential update we're doing down here in Andover in Hampshire. Now, the free house, it's cost us 100 grand to build. It's now worth near enough 600,000, we hope. We're asking 600,000 for it, offers in excess of, we'll see. We'll be, happy if we get a 6 on the beginning of the asking price. Now, we walk over as we walk towards it, but the key to this was staff accommodation for the care home. It was absolutely disgusting and manky inside. I'm sure whilst we go around this tour, which I'm about to give you, my friendly cameraman behind the camera can cut some B-roll and show you what state it was in when we started. But the finished product, we've had to do absolutely everything. We've had to repoint the bricks, we've had to jet wash the property, we've had to put new glass in where there was like commercial style panels, new driveway, look at the deck, new smart gravel driveway. A little bit of drainage gone in, new fences. We've had to ring fence the whole property because it was part of the main site. We've had to put a fence in around the whole property. We've put new lights in, we've put a new sign on the door, we've put an entire new kitchen in, new flooring throughout, plastered throughout, redecorated throughout. Pretty much every ceiling upstairs came down through to the rafters. I think we got that in one of the old videos, so if we have, let's cut to that because that was, showed the expanse of what we've ripped out here. All new insulation in the loft. We have fitted out en-suites into 4 bedrooms, 4-bedroom house, lots of en-suites, really high spec. We've gone to a real high resale value. So I'm not going to go on. I talk about this on the video. Let's go and have a look around. You can see for yourselves. All right, come and have a look. So here we are in the new house, quite a transformation, I'm sure you'll agree. Yeah, it's really come a long way. We've been working really, really hard over the last couple of months since the last update. And because we do these houses so quickly now, I've not been able to document quite as much of the detail as I'd have probably liked as we did last year with the 3 HMOs we bought. But yeah, this one was turned into a resale. The house market at the moment is really booming for houses. Massive undersupply, massive pent-up demand across the board, across the country for these family homes. So instead of turning it into what would have been a 6-bed HMO, we've turned it into a family home. And really the only thing we've done differently is done one of the bathrooms as a full bathroom rather than en-suite, and we've not subdivided the big lounge downstairs, and we've left that as a big open plan lounge. It could be a lounge diner or something for the family. So, by simply putting up a partition wall and putting the en-suites in there, there is plumbing in that location if needed. It could be used as an HMO, but no need. The market dictates putting it the most for it as a resale, as a family home. So that's quite exciting. So what I want to show you is going around. Again, because we've done the family home, we've over-spec'd everything that we normally would for an HMO. So we've just gone one level higher on the spec. These lovely sort of anthracite, dark grey radiators have been put in every single room. We've got all the chrome fixtures and fittings again. A bit like the site I'm working on in Fleet for one of my mentee clients. We've gone high spec because it's a resale. That's kind of where you want to be on these, is getting there to the highest possible spec to attract that buyer. The little downstairs toilets remain, but it's all nice, all brand new doors, the nice modern, I don't know what you call that, is that Dordogne? Is that what you call it? Those ones I find that a bit modern, rather than the panels. I find the panels a bit old fashioned. This was as it was just a paint and redecorate job. So this will be someone's little study. They'll sit out there, whack a desk, some storage cupboards, but it's it's a nice size study. Working from home, COVID, all that stuff, having a separate study, really useful selling point. So yeah, glad we got this one, kept it, and it's a nice little spot. Coming through here. Now what we did, I don't know if you remember, this was just open, and we went, oh by the way, we fitted a cupboard in there, so as we come around, Nice big cupboard, that needs to be painted, the fuse board, but upgraded fuse board, all up to the right spec. Needs a little tidy up. We've hidden the muck in there as we've done the viewing. It still needs snagging as well. And in here we've got an absolutely gigantic, if I can squeeze you around, gigantic water tank, which is far in excess. That would have been HMO spec. And actually, so for a single family, that'll be more than adequate. You'll never run out of hot water. You can have hour-long showers in there. Now what we had, I'll just show you this first. What do you think? I'm very proud of it. Very high spec, granite surfaces, nice grey. Again, we've gone white, super modern, super high spec, modern day family living. We're looking for a nice young family here that wants something smart that they can impress their friends with. And coming through into the big lounge, this is where we've left this, you know, as an open plan lounge, rather than splitting it. And ordinarily, if we were doing the HMO, we would probably have split that down the middle, would have had an ensuite either side of that, and then you'd have had another 2 ensuite bedrooms in here. And it's very easy to do that because behind this wall, we've put the mains waste pipe, the waste 6-inch pipe coming out. So we just need to go through there into that if you ever wanted to upgrade it. The services in the area. It's all a bit echoey in here because there's no soft furnishings. We've not put any wall coverings on or anything, or any curtains, window coverings. But note all the LED lights, tons of LED lights, flooding this property with light. That's key when you're selling something. Lots of light, you know, it's the old estate agent trick of turn all the lights on. But when you're developing something, rather than having a couple of rose joints in here and gives a sort of dimly lit room, lots of these spotlights, a little spec upgrade again, just brings that quality and you know, amenity to the space. We've also, you know, silly things like choosing the electrics. You know, we've got 2 zones in here rather than just one. And that means if you have a dining area and a kitchen area, you choose to do it that way round, you can zone those appropriately, which is quite handy. We'll come on to the garden in a moment. But in here, we went for the full island, LED lighting all cut in around the bottom, handleless cupboards. We've gone for an induction hob, a 6-ring induction hob, granite back, upsplashes. You know, really gone to town on this, all black handled, nice quality equipment, built-in dishwasher, all mod cons. We've got, you know, electrics coming out of the surface there, which is great. What else can I tell you? We've got over here, we've got the utility room. Let me quickly show you in there, chaps. Go and have a look in there. Again, we've gone granite all the way through to the work surfaces in there because why not? You know, we were cutting granite out of there. The granite company said, look, it'll only cost another couple £100 to do everything needed in here because we'd bought like 1 whole or 2 whole slabs of the granite. It was a case of making that work. So what was a absolutely disastrous, manky, horrible utility room is now absolutely beautiful with granite surfaces, chrome plugs, and everything you could possibly need to do your washing. Got the brand new boiler has been installed in there as well. So that'll come with a good warranty. I'm not sure what it is off the top of my head, to be honest, at least 5 years, I think. And lots of amenity space. I think we've got, if I can find it. Well, there we go. There's the washer dryer. You know, again, that's got a nice high spec, nice matte black metal, good quality stuff we've got in here that matches. And then the fridge freezer's in here as well, which is great. So it takes a bit of space out of the actual kitchen. So really nice to segregate that off. You can also shut the door just to kind of hide it away when you don't need it. And this is just the essential entertaining space. Going to get little bar stools and you can sit here, entertain your mates and have a nice little cocktail. But let's go upstairs and see what the rest of the house looks like. Actually, before we do, I just want to remind you of how we came into this property before, and hopefully you guys can cut to some B-roll here. Magic of modern telly on YouTube telly. You would come in here. Now there was a door right in front of me where you're filming, which was the horrible little enclosed dining room. There was a corridor down here, if you remember, down into the lounge. So this was a separate room here. You stood where you're stood, you're in a separate room. Then there was another door about here. You would go into that, and you had just like a C-shaped kitchen around that window there. So we've turned 2 rooms into 1. We had to put a big steel in here. You can't see it's concealed in the wall. You can just about see it here. So in there, massive great steel, all fully signed off by building control, of course. We've had to go through full building control on this as much as any other development because we've moved enough of the water and plumbing around. New gas incoming, structural steels obviously needed, structural calculations, building control sign off, all that kind of stuff. So it's not a huge amount of work putting a steel in, you know, a few acro props, some good builders know what they're doing, the right engineers to design the right steel to fit. And hey presto, we've got this incredible open plan expansive space. So yeah, follow me around now. Let me carry on with the rest of the tour upstairs. That was the main structural work for this house. Now there are 4 bedrooms in here. I'm going to take you into the master bedroom first. Now in here we've done the classic sort of half hexagonal pentagon shaped ensuite. This was the one where we have done the full bathroom. So we put a bath with a dogleg bath, I might add. I'll just go in there and show you. The dogleg bath here comes out so you can have a seriously decent shower. Shall I get in? Oh, let's have a shower. There we go. Right, hopefully it doesn't accidentally turn on. But yeah, so I'm, showering in here and enjoying myself. Proper power shower, nice size to move. But you've also got the bath if you needed. So if you've got your young family, you're able to use it as a full-on bathroom without too much of a problem. Now again, higher spec stuff. Gone for all the sort of quality, high-end tiles in the bathrooms. You'll see here, for example, all chrome edging, chrome fixtures and fittings, chrome towel rails. We've gone for a very high quality LVT flooring in here. It's not just a cheap laminate, suitable for bathrooms so it doesn't swell up. So you're going to make sure that's waterproof and suitable for the kind of use you're putting it to. Lots of different types of flooring, depending on the type of use, whether it's indoor, outdoor, wet room, high use area, hallways, all that sort of stuff. You can use different types of flooring for different purposes. And again, what we've done here, now I don't mind, let's show you guys. You guys can be on camera. You're always on camera. Let's get you on camera. There you go. They're all dressed up for the warm because we've been outside, but we've got full height mirrored wardrobes in every room. Now what this does, this obviously gives a shed load of space. I mean, look at it, it's the whole wall, hanging space. We've fitted up some drawers and stuff in the middle, and that gives you the illusion of a lot more space as well. So you come into the bedroom, the room feels doubly the size, but also tons of storage. And young families need loads of storage at the moment. I know I do. I'm nicking my kids' wardrobes for my jackets because, namely, my wife's nicked all my wardrobe space. So I've got to subsequently go and nick it off my kids. Speaking of which, here would be one of the kids' rooms. And again, full-length wardrobe. So it would be a kids' room or a guest room. I think this is like the third biggest, so it's the middle-sized bedroom. Again, massive wardrobes, fantastic. And a nice outlook out to the rear of the garden. It's a bit of a mess at the moment because we're knocking down loads of stuff in the care, knocking it down, ripping it out. There's skips out there and stuff, but you've got nice mature trees on this plot and a nice big garden that we've tidied up as much as we possibly can. We've had to fence off. Actually, it's a good time to get a shot in there, one of you guys, of the fence that we've had to put on the garden to separate off the title here. We obviously split off the house into a separate title so you can get a size of the garden. So we've done it, left this property with a nice big rear garden. Let's go and have a look through the other bedrooms. This is the smallest bedroom. And again, what we've done, every bedroom has an ensuite. Now that is overkill for a family dwelling. You probably 2 would have been plenty. But we wanted the fallback. I always try and design a property with multiple exits. If for some reason we can't sell this for the money that we are hoping for or close to, we could always revert it to a high-end HMO, and it would refinance out at the similar valuation, the high-end valuation on the investment valuation because of the spec, and we'd get extremely good rent for these. I imagine we'd be getting sort of 675 a month in this area, which would be great. So yeah, again, every ensuite is the same spec with the lovely tiles, granite effect tiles, and the lovely ensuites there. I can get you to quickly pan in and have a look at the spec of the ensuites. But yeah, because we've got all these ensuites, it's going to attract a family with maybe slightly older kids, rather than young kids. There might be a couple of teenagers in the family, and they would then really appreciate those extra ensuites as part of the family. So that was the thinking. And if you've got a massive family, you could always use the study downstairs as a baby room or something, but not ideal for when they grow up. Now, we've lost the light bulbs in here because I think my project manager had some people moving in. My lettings manager, Hayley, had some people moving in over in the care home as guardians, of course. Look up my video on property guardians. It's a great way to get people into your property before your planning comes in as security guardians. They're basically live-in guardians. Just by living there, they're providing security, and you can give them a discounted rent for doing so. So that's what we're doing to get some income in on the site whilst we develop it. Fantastic, massive tip of the day, guys. If you've not heard of that and you've got a big site that is habitable and then can get the right HMO licensing to do so. I encourage you to think about that option. Feel free to DM me, message me using the details around the video if you would like to know more about that, if you'd like some advice or consultation about how to get your site earning whilst it's waiting planning. Light bulbs have been nicked to move people in there today, so I think some of them are on order and will be refitted later. But by the by, we're pretty much done up here, so let's head back down and go over to the care home. So that was the free house. Pretty cool for a free house. We've got it on the market for 600,000. We've probably spent just under 100,000 on it, there or thereabouts. And with the numbers we paid for this care home with the free house, we paid 1.4 million for the whole site. If we can get 600 back on that, we're down to 800,000 net on the care home, plus the 100 grand we spent on the house. So a 900 grand net purchase price on the care home. We'll just quickly pan you over whilst we're here, just to remind you, 14,500 square foot of care home for £900,000. So that's a bit of a bargain of the century in my view. And we're very excited to get that going. The lettings are absolutely flying out the door as guardians at good rents. So once we've managed to fit out the extra ensuite, add the extra amenities we want to through there, and get the planning through is key, getting the council on board. We've had some really positive pre-app discussions with the council there. Lovely lady we're dealing with at the council. So hopefully we can get a site that is needed. Absolutely, the demand is there, and we can deliver some really good quality professional accommodation down here in this town, which is fantastic. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the tour today of the free house. Really a nice little jewel in the crown. Stay tuned, click the bell icon to get notified of new videos. Join me around the care home. We're going to be doing a care home update, care home to residential conversion. And of course, if you'd like any help on your own sites, if you'd like any help mentoring, we do mentorship packages, do acquisition mentorship where I can manage your whole site for you hands off. And indeed, we work with you doing JVs. So check us out at nicholaswarwork.com/mentorship. And in the meantime, I hope to see you on another video very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.